Hey everybody, it's the Modern Native. Know it's been a while, but I'm hanging out at the Bushcraft camp, having a fire, and I wanted to hang out with you guys. So it's gonna be a chill night. We're gonna hang out, wait for the wife to get off work, watch a fire, have some coffee. Panel is open if anybody wants to hang out, and just here to chat and chill. See how everybody's doing. It's been a long time. Cottonwood Ranch, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Saw you and James Gype Gype. I was scrolling through my subscriptions to see who was live. Wasn't many people live right now, so Swamp Rat, how's it going, bro? Live hopping. Well, I don't mind hopping around, but if you could give me 5 minutes, I'd appreciate it. It looks good on the analytics. Someone sits around, hangs out for 5 minutes, it pushes it out more. Obviously, I appreciate the like and if you share it out, but I ask people for 5 minutes. Yes, I have Patreon. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Had 6, but thank you, I appreciate that. But one of my patrons ran into some financial trouble, so he needed to back up for a bit, and that's totally fine. I definitely understand it. I kind of live in a perpetual financial issues. Nice swamp rat. I have my link in my about page. If you go into your studio on browser and you go to customization, and I think it's the last tab. It's where you can add links. You can just add the link right in there. It's totally fine. Yes, life is a financial issue. Definitely. But no, Patreon is made for YouTubers, more or less. Like, there's a ton of other people who use it, but it is like a big thing to integrate into your YouTube channel. So there's not really an issue. That's honestly a lot of these people who talk about different issues and, oh, YouTube doesn't like this or YouTube doesn't like that. It's actually not true. Um, just like people say, oh, don't say subscribe in the chat, or you know, things like that. Say hook set or something like that, because they'll start hurting your channel. I say subscribe all the time. I don't say it in my videos because that's one thing I don't do. I don't take the time in my videos to be like, hey, if you could subscribe, I'd appreciate it. They're already watching my videos. People know if they really want to see what's going on, you can subscribe. If not, you've already watched my video. It will be recommended to you later on. So that's why I don't bother with it in my actual videos. But there's a ton of things that people say that, oh, YouTube will hurt you if you say this or do this or that. It's not true. Just like people say something about me cursing. Oh, you're never going to get monetized. Well, actually, they've even updated that, and they pretty much put it that as long as you aren't swearing the entire time. And as long as you're not being overly offensive, as long as it's not in the first 8 seconds of your video, it's not a big deal. So I say shit and fuck and damn and hell and all this other shit in my fucking channel. So it's all over the place. Yeah, Swamp Rat, people make shit up all the time. So I just put my channel as not made for kids because it's not. I'm trying to teach adults. And that's the other thing. People don't like when you try to be successful. People don't like when you self promote. But even YouTube says self promote. Promote yourself. You are your promotion agent. Go on other sites. Go on other social medias and everything. Promote your channel because no one's ever going to find it. Well, they will find it, but I'm saying like more people will find it. They will be able to figure out what audience you are trying to attract to actually build up your following. And if you aren't going to promote it, they're not going to see the external traffic or the extra traffic. So they're not going to be able to figure out. Actually, I am 543 days uploading on YouTube, and I have 572 videos. My mission was to stay what I call video positive. I want more videos than I have days on YouTube. But I researched for months and dove deep into the analytics and what makes a good YouTube channel, what makes good YouTube videos, and things like that. I did thousands of hours of research before I even uploaded my first one. See, this is the thing, Swamp Rat. You can clickbait all you want, but you have to make sure you at least deliver on part of it. Like, it can't be a bold-faced lie. Yeah, Cotton. What's up, most data grower? Cottonwood. I was trying to be monetized like within a couple of months, but my watch hours are super low. I'm at like 1,640 something watch hours. Like, I almost have more subscribers than watch hours right now, but a lot of it comes from shorts. But it isn't until, yes, make it valid clickbait. But it wasn't until recently that they've started bridging the gap between shorts and your regular content and your live streams. So now people who actually watch your shorts, if they regularly watch normal videos, they will get recommended your normal videos instead of just your shorts. Up until recently, they would only get recommended your shorts. They wouldn't ever see you on the homepage or anything. So because of that update, people are seeing a lot more growth. Oh, for sure. That like my subscriber count is almost at 1,500. I can guarantee you that almost 1,000 of them are just straight from my shorts. That's why I make the joke all the time that my dogs have more fans than I do, because they're primarily what I put on my shorts, them being goofballs at camp. So it's also where a lot of my view jumps come from, is from them. Yeah, I love those bikes. And like I said, Swamp Rat, when I was watching your premiere, I'm pretty sure if you look into um, look up a GoPro editing tool and try to find uh, a video stabilizer. It should be able to take that shake and cut it down so that way it stabilizes the video. So while you're riding around on your bike and everything, it's a smoother video. Not doing too bad, Cottonwood. 300 away and 2,700 watch hours. I need 2,400 watch hours. So you're kind of like right there with me. I'm over the 1,000 mark on subscribers, but I mean, oh, you did? Does it have like a shock absorber or something to try to take some of that bounce out? Or did you just secure it harder to the frame so that way the camera wouldn't move? It's just the movement of the bike. I'd still say that stabilizer edit tool would be something good to try to research, just because it'll be smoother. Nice. Definitely got to see how those bikes do off road. See if you can't find like a sand trail or something. Yeah, when it comes to those action sequences, put it like that, GoPros are definitely the way to go. Everybody loves the GoPros. I've been filming the last like week because I've been sick. Like, oh, I thought I had Most Hated Grower as a mod. Yeah, gotta remember to add him. Well, I mean, but gravel isn't entirely off road. Like, I'd like to see you cruise around on like maybe an ATV track, just to play with it. I'm getting a death glare from Monster. He keeps staring at. Oh, I bet mud is fun with those quads. So I'll do a quick verbal thank you to my patrons: Farmer Jack, Cynthia, D-Man50, Pat, and one anonymous. Like I says there, I can't do this without you guys, but I will be dropping that banner so we can see more of the fire. Put it back up later. I love the underglow from the fire. It's kind of dark and I didn't want the flashlight just sitting in my face the whole time. That's why I'm just watching the fire so you guys can enjoy it. Alright, Swamp Rat. I'll probably still be on after you're done with that. Sorry, I'm gonna miss it, but I'll watch it on the replay. I'm gonna try to stay live for the wife gets off at 9, so probably shortly after that. The dogs always get excited when she comes home, and but it says we got 5 hanging out. Say hi, y'all. It's been a long time since I've been live. Swamp Rat being a good mod, dropping links. Definitely appreciate it. drop the StreamYard link again so people can hang out. Yeah, most people call him Swampy. I just kind of always call him Swamp Rat. Swamp Rat's like an original OG for being one of my followers. We've been connected since I was. Weren't we both like in the 30s when we got connected? Grown a lot since we first met up. And for the record, everybody, it says it's like 24 degrees out right now. 22. It's 22 degrees out. Yeah, I was gonna say, pretty much since we both had 30 some subscribers. I think I was like 34 and you were like 37. Let's see if I can't open this fire up a little bit more. Watch it. 68. Jeez, I haven't seen 68 in months. You guys keep pushing the blankets off. You're really annoying. Yeah, and you call it chilly. We're dropping down in the teens. I've got 3 to 8 inches of snow coming tomorrow. That ought to be a fun live stream. I'm looking forward to that, actually. Alrighty, bro. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a mod for a little bit. Send some love my way when you're done. But yeah, Cottonwood, I like using Patreon. It lets me connect to like the core group of my supporters, the people who really want to get involved and stuff. It lets me share unlisted videos that I don't put on my channel. like animal processing and stuff like that, and live streams when we play music. Instead of getting a copyright, I just hit it unlisted, and then I share it on Patreon, so they get to go and watch. Because the wife and I, one day last year, or earlier this year, we sat and we sang for a bit and sang different songs, did different covers, and it would have been a copyright strike, but because I unlisted it, they don't hold it against me. See, I was gonna try Buy Me a Coffee. Um, I don't know. Something about just like the name of it alone is almost off-putting. But I mean, it's a great example. Um, the good thing about Buy Me a Coffee, though, is Patreon is a monthly subscription, but on Buy Me a Coffee, they have the option to do just a one-time donation kind of thing. See, you've got to just do you. I've had some people get kind of butthurt because I don't sit and watch them anymore. I don't go into their live streams. It shouldn't be I'll subscribe to you if you subscribe to me, or I'll watch you if you watch me thing. Like, that's not what YouTube's about. It's not about trading. It's about putting things up that people want to watch. And people want to watch it, so they go in and watch it. It doesn't matter if they're a creator or not, or if they have anything to offer. They're giving you their time to watch videos that you create. So, I mean, focus on doing you. Focus on creating that content and making better videos and doing more videos and just getting it out there, because that's what's important. You're not going to grow until you have a good catalog of videos. I think it's so funny when I have people that'll come in and complain about how, oh, my videos don't get pushed around, or I don't this, or I don't that, or I got some views, but now I don't anymore. Yeah. Sometimes joining these social groups can actually hurt you, whether it's your channel emotionally or whatever else. It wears on you. And but these people complaining, I look at their channels and I'm like, you've been around for 4 months, you've been around for over a year, you've got 12 videos. How can you say that you've been putting in the work and doing shit if you've got 12 videos that account for less than like 6 hours of video time, and you think that YouTube isn't pushing you out and they're hurting you? You haven't done enough for them to be able to do shit with you. Like, 12 videos in a year, that's not enough. Like, your first year, honestly, until you have close to 100 videos, you really can't say that you put in the effort and tried, because you haven't. Now, yes, there's people who only want to do one a week or one a month, and that's cool. But it's going to take you a few years before you have that catalog for them to be able to see, oh, okay, these kinds of people like to watch these videos. So I'll share them with this group of people to see if they like it too. Until they have that info, they can't share you out anywhere. It's kind of just shooting in the dark. They're like, okay, well, what's the subject? Okay, well, we'll try it with this number of people. And when that number of people don't like it, they'll put you on the back burner for a little bit until you have more content that they can figure out. And they're like, oh, okay, so they have this type of viewer. I was supposed to share it over here, but I shared it over here. If that makes any sense. And see, one weekly isn't bad. See, the best strategy when it comes to it is try to upload a short every day. If that's what if you're using shorts, having a short every day will get you a lot of what I call free views. And it's people on the Shorts channel, people on the Shorts page, and people just scrolling through the Shorts feed. They'll end up randomly running across you. It's a lot easier to get just random views from new people on Shorts. Now, those views count for your channel. Now, the way YouTube is going to look at that is for every view you get, they will give you 7 impressions. And that's from YouTube. They put that out there that every view you get, they'll give you like 7 impressions. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do in the dark. Yeah, that sounds creepy. But I definitely understand time is an issue. But if you can put out that one video a week and do it on and have it come out on the same day every week, you'll have people coming back. They'll be like, "Oh, it's Saturday afternoon. Cottonwood's going to be uploading. Let's see what's going on." But Shorts give you those free views. And then for every view you get on that, you get 7 impressions. So if you get a short that has 1,000 views, they'll give you 7,000 impressions and share your stuff out. So really, if you hack the system, is what I call it, is if you share the shorts on a regular basis, you'll always have more impressions coming to you. So when you upload that video, you'll have a huge number of impressions automatically going to that video because that's what YouTube is going to grab first. They're going to grab your newest video first to give the impressions. I definitely understand that. And it sounds, I know it sounds weird or wrong or something like that. There's a word I'm looking for. I can't think of it. But I want my channel to be successful because I don't want my wife or I to ever have to work again. And that's that. I know that sounds fucked up, but that's the truth. I want us to be able to do the things that we enjoy, what we love doing, and be able to have the money to do it and not have to worry about money. We'll just be like, okay, well, this is what we're going to be sharing on our channel, and our channel's paying for it. That's the position I want to be in, but also I want to be able to do some good. I want to be able to get successful and large enough that I can take what I'm getting from my channel and be able to put it out there in the world and make a difference. And that's really what it comes down to. And a lot on my channel, sometimes it seems selfish when I'm asking for donations all the time. I'm always talking about how you know there's been times in the past months that I haven't had enough food, that haven't been able to pay my phone, and I ask for donations so people can help us out. But I want to be able to get to the point where I can be like, who needs a donation? Who's hurting right now in my live stream? Who needs help? And then people can be like, oh, I've got this going on. I got this going on. If you could help me out, here's my Cash App. And I'll be like, boom, here you go. Here's some money to help you out. Hope that helps. I want to be able to get to that point. Like, if I got to the point of being like Mr. Beast, I like how he gives away money and he helps people out, but there's a lot of times that the people he's helping out maybe aren't the most in need that could have used it. And that's what I want to go for, is I want to find the people who are most in need, the smallest channels who are struggling to survive in their day-to-day life, the random people on the street who struggling to get food. And I want to go out and find them and help them and share that positivity. And I want to be able to form a group of people who are doing that with me, so I can bring up their channels and they can get big, and then we can all group together and finance it all together and be philanthropists. I enjoy philanthropy. I enjoy helping people, and that's the point I want to get to. But I have to get big enough to do that. And right now, because I am small, and life is what it is. I need help. And so that's why my channel is the way it is right now. And that's just one of my plans. That's my YouTube plan. I do have my Green City plan, which I have hinted at a couple of times on here. And I'm actually really upset how many details from my own Green City plan that I've been working on for over a decade is in that Arabian building superstructure that they're talking about called the Line. I pretty much designed that system freaking 10 years ago. I just didn't do it in a line. It was a circle. But alrighty, Cottonwood, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I appreciate the questions and the interaction. Ooh. It does say we have 2 in here. Who else is hanging out? No, I appreciate that. I definitely need the watch time. I might have to mess with the fire a little bit. Oh, like I said, I've been sick for a week. Been trying to recover. My body was like, "Oh, we're not hiking anymore. Okay, die." There we go, some backlight. Wow, half an hour already. That goes by fast. So it says we got 3 hanging out. Say hi, yeah. Hey Pat, how's it going? We have 3 to 8 inches coming tomorrow in snow. That's the latest news. Hanging out by the fire in the Bushcraft camp. It's actually really irritating that it just won't focus. But it always does that when I'm looking at the fire. And Pat, you're usually behind when you're on the live stream, so make sure that you, next to the timer in the corner, in the bottom left corner, make sure you click it so that way it's on live. Or drag the scroller all the way to the right, and you'll be up to date with me. Because there's sometimes that you're delayed, and I can tell. Because you're answering something I said like 5 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh, this fool ain't even up to date, man. Oh, Pat, another original though. Think you were like one of my first 100 subscribers, I think. Right there with the swamp rat. Yeah, she's out working right now. She'll be back in about an hour. I haven't moved from where I was talking to you before. but I'm not sharing my location like that. But you're a patron, you get the behind the scenes, and you're talking to me on Messenger and text and all that, so you get up to date more than anybody on YouTube. You're the only one that's bought merch. You're like my longest standing patron, and you're one of my first 100 subscribers. You are definitely my super fan. Totally cool with that, though. Hey, we got 5 hanging out. Say hi, we're chilling out at the Bushcraft camp. My fire's going, it's just not like roaring. Oh, try to do this without tipping this thing over. Oh. Oh, 45 subscribers. It's alright being a creeper fan. There's nothing wrong with that. I might just leave my light on because it looks better. Some of this wood just smokes so bad. It just sits there and smolders. It doesn't like burn. Like it burns, but I'm saying like it doesn't flame up or flare up. It just like turns to coal, becomes an ember, and then it's gone. But it puts off heat. I actually like that you remember that I was at 45 subscribers. So you were in my first 50. That's pretty awesome. But you know what, Pat? You're not at the point of being creepy. You'll be creepy when you tell me things that I haven't shared yet. When you're like, oh, it's a nice new addition you put on the Bushcraft shelter, and I'll be like, but I filmed that today. I didn't upload it yet. Then it's creepy. Then I'll get concerned. Be like, okay, how does... Hang on. I'll be like, how does this motherfucker know when I'm building when I haven't even uploaded it yet? And Pat, if you're able to, could you share this to the Modern Native group? I know you're part of it on Facebook. But yeah, it's 22 degrees and dropping. Tomorrow we have 3 to 8 inches of snow coming. Ought to be fun. Yeah, yeah. I'll wake up and you'll be making me breakfast, and I'll be like, and most of that is birch, actually. It's white birch on top. I think a couple of these pieces down here are poplar. That's white birch, and then there's some black birch mixed in. I like the smell of birch. I like the smell of poplar, but poplar doesn't like to burn out here, especially the ground poplar, the deadfall. It absorbs moisture so fast. You know, you keep saying that you're going to be making me breakfast one day, and I'm starting to get paranoid. I feel like you're going to do it one day. I'll wake up and I'll be like, "Oh, honey, this is Pat." She'll be like, "The fuck?" I'll be like, "Yeah, you know, Pat." Oh, this cough is going to take forever to go away. Pretty sure I had caught the flu. It got passed around between the wife and her friend and their family. They all got sick, and she brought it over to me. You know, the whole time I was hiking, my legs didn't hurt, didn't have cramps, nothing. As soon as I stopped for over a week, whoo, man, my legs were not happy. Yeah, I mean, I burned what I got. I burned pine, poplar, birch, ash. I love ash. When it's a dead standing ash tree, oh, that thing burns so hot, and I love it. I don't have a lot of hardwoods around here, so pretty much everything I'm burning is soft. But birch is at least, I don't know, I call it like a medium wood because it's not soft, but it's not a hardwood. Birch is my favorite though. I love the smell of it. I love the bark. So it says we have three hanging out. It's Pat. Cottonwood Ranch has my stream running. So who is the random one? Who's the other one hanging out? You know, I actually can't wait to meet you, Pat. You're an awesome dude. You need to use my Cash App link and get Cash App, but I missed being able to go live. I feel bad. I got my phone turned on and I haven't filmed or uploaded nothing. I've been so sick. Most days I'm just curled up with the boys sleeping. I wake up in the afternoon and get a bunch of firewood, light a fire, make something to eat, and curl back up with the boys or hang out with the wife. Not a lot of energy for anything else. Whew. I've been burning my wall. Get my fires going just a little too hot sometimes. I've been sick for about a week and haven't really done any updates or improvements on the shelter, um, which means I have to wake up early tomorrow and finish my 2 side walls so that way I don't get a bunch of snow blowing in from the front. But I've got the back pretty much done. It does need a little bit more debris to be able to handle a rainstorm, but hopefully we're just into snow now, so I don't really have to worry about it because you need much less material to protect yourself from snow than you do rain. Rain obviously will pour through the cracks, go through the layers, and pour through, especially in a torrential downpour. But the snow is just going to accumulate on top and kind of like finish insulating it. So the shelter's pretty much good for snow. I just need my side walls done. My front walls by the I've got 2 side entrances to let the dogs in so they can stay on their running lines. So they can go out when they want to and come in when they want to. But I need to close up the walls a little bit so that way it's not just, you know, open. Finish that wall right there and the wall on the other side tomorrow morning. You some bitch. Blew it over. I gotta do it. You're a riot, Pat. Absolutely a riot. Oh, be right back. I'm gonna get some smaller stuff to actually flare that up. So. And I've only just got the lung power back to be able to actually blow on the fire. Hey, Marcy, how's it going? I'm not freezing. It's like, shit, it was 22 degrees a little bit, but... Let's see. Let's refresh the weather here. Oh, it still says 22. And no, I don't have a tent. I built a bushcraft shelter. Didn't you see my latest video? Oh, I've been sick for like a week. I'm only just starting to feel better. Like I was saying, I only just got the lung power back to be able to blow on the fire like that. And see, it was strategic. I put some small crap down there. It lit up. It went up to the small piece I put, slid inside, and that should climb up and catch the stuff that I just put in. One of these days, I need to just do a fire live where I demonstrate a bunch of different things that have to go with it. Alrighty, Cottonwood, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to be trying to upload more here soon, so definitely catch my videos, catch my lives, you know, all that. Oh, Marcy, that video I put out like 8 days ago, 9 days ago. Alrighty, cool. The first video, which is a winter-worthy shelter, That's what it says on the thumbnail, and I think it is a bushcraft shelter in the winter. I tried a different editing like presentation with how I showed the construction. I kind of had a little fun with it. I've been wondering what people think of it. I built the shelter in a snap. And I think that one's only like 5, 6, maybe 8 minutes long. I can't check, but did you saw that one, right, Pat? See, just before I started my live, I had a hot fire going so hot that I actually almost melted the bottom of my boot because I was just sitting here. What did you think about that, Pat? The snaps, the not done yet. What did you think of that? I tried to play around and have a little fun with that video. I feel like maybe I did it like just one too many times. Yeah, I've got my water jugs over here trying to thaw. It was frozen solid. Well, Marcy, if you download YouCut, YOU Cut, it has a tutorial which helps you walk through some of the editing process. And it's actually a really good app that I've been using from the beginning. And it's got a lot of different features on it, a lot of features I haven't even touched on yet. And even the free version, which I only use the free version, I don't see the point in paying for it. It has a lot of different features onto it, so I like using it. All right, Pat, I appreciate that. But yeah, YouCut. It's a great app, and it's perfect for a beginner editor. Like, if you've never done it before, it helps you kind of get familiar with the process. You can only, you can do just a few things at a time, kind of practice on how to do it. And it's got a great little undo button. So if you ever mess it up, you did a brisket from start to finish. Nice. I made a rotisserie chicken over the fire and then took the meat off of it that was left after we ate some of it, turned it into barbecue chicken sandwiches with some fried garlic bread. And now, actually, behind this, I have the carcass and the meat that's left on it boiling for soup. So one meal became three. That's one of my videos that is coming out soon. So watch out for that. And Monster, if you weren't sitting so close, you wouldn't have just caught an ember. Brat, say hi. Monster. Hi. Yeah. You sitting next to the fire with Dad? You getting toasty? Handsome boy. Oh, nice. 7 meals. Oh, a big brisket. Oh, yeah, you can definitely get a bunch of meals out of that. Thanks, Silver Serpent. We all know he's the real star of the channel. Him and Creature. But, Creature's all passed out behind me. He's seeping. How you doing, bro? Oh, yeah, everybody loves the pups. That's why I joke around and say that they have more fans than I do. And that's like not even a joke. On my shorts feed. They are primarily my shorts feed, and that's where I get most of my subscribers from. You too, Marcy. Hope you feel better. You stick stealer. Been raining there for days. Well, we're about to get 3 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow. I've got to finish the bushcraft shelter in the morning before it hits. Monster, that sounds gross. Monster. Can you chew on sticks somewhere else? Thanks, Silver Serpent. It's actually been struggling with me. It doesn't want to just flare up and be a good fire. It's actually getting hard to tell sometimes with this wood. Everything is frozen. So when I pick it up, even if it's soggy, like it would be soggy if it wasn't frozen, it feels like solid and firm. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then it dry. Then I put it on the fire and it don't burn. And I'm like, oh, that one must have been soggy when it froze. So first it's got to thaw, then it's got to dry, and then it burns. But yeah, it's 22 degrees out right now, and we've got snow coming in tomorrow. I mean, that's why I got it stacked up as high as I do. It dries and burns down. A fire set up like this will last me most of the night. I think it's kind of funny. I've gone live a couple of times on TikTok, and I'll just sit there, turn it on, and just point it at the fire. And I'll get more viewers on that than I do here. I had over 100 just sitting there watching my fire. I was like, man, why can't I do that on YouTube? If it rains, I have some leaks, but with the snow, it'll be fine. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh. There's been this one spot. Uh, it's the way I'm sitting right now. It's the back left side high, and it just doesn't. It doesn't want to seal up for me. I've piled up debris onto it. I've added more stuff. Alrighty, Pat. You have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, Silver Serpent. My ancestors made some beautiful shelters out here, and I wish I had the material to be able to do that, but I don't really have the resources to make a longhouse or a teepee. I'd love a teepee. Like I said, my ancestors, they came from this area. I primarily am Mohawk. Who's just you are. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, and it's actually from my Cherokee side. They were on the Trail of Tears. That was farther south though, obviously. Lay it down. Must lay it down. You get out of my face and lay it down. Lay it down. Yeah, curl up next to Dad. Freaking brat. There. Oh, somebody's being a needy brat right now. He's all curled up on me right now. Oh. Why your breath smell like that? Your breath smells like dirty snatch, bro. Seriously, that's weird. Oh yeah. The original American genocide that nobody wants to recognize. You know, speaking of that, it is really irritating that A, they're officially recognizing it as indigenous. Really don't like indigenous. We're natives, Native Americans. It's really simple and easy, and I like the sound of it. And now, National Indigenous Heritage Month is November. The official day of it, the Indigenous Heritage Recognition Day, is the same day as Columbus Day, which is absolutely atrocious. Like, that is so irritating. So you want to celebrate us on the same day you celebrate one of the motherfuckers that just love to slaughter us? Like, really? Oh yeah. Especially they're recognizing people with smaller and smaller percentages of the heritage, so they're able to join the tribe. So the tribal numbers are growing, which I really like. My wife's tribe was almost completely wiped out, but they're starting to come back. The Lakota Sioux, their numbers went down terribly, but they're starting to come back. I think it was like 20,000 now. There's like over 100,000 Mohawks now, I believe. So the numbers are definitely coming back. So it says someone else just joined in. Hiya, how you doing? See, but I'm such a mix. I wouldn't be able to if I had to choose one tribe. If I had to, it would be Mohawk. It's what I most identify with. It's what most of my heritage comes from. But being that I am Mohawk, Huron, Blackfoot, and Cherokee, it'd be if I chose only one and denounced the others, it would be denying a part of myself. So it's why I can't do that. Oh, and it's 22 degrees right now and dropping. It'll it'll drop below 20 tonight. But we have 3 to 8 inches of snow coming tomorrow. So I got to get up early and fix the shelter. I got to put my front walls in. I've been sick for past week, so I haven't worked on it. And I have a brisk wind coming from the left side of me right now. All right, time for a little mouth to mouth in the fire. There we go. Everything dried out enough finally. Oh. Yeah, the hike. It's actually severely disappointing. I still really upset that I had to bail out. After almost freezing to death, when I came back down from Rock Lake and came back to the falls, recovered from the hypothermia, I I probably could have kept going. The dog sled would have been really rough, but it might have worked. But it was just simply the fact my phone wasn't on. I didn't have a guarantee that I would have funds to be able to resupply when I got to the next town. The wife was only going to be able to deliver to that next town once, and then after that, I was going to be on my own. So there was no guarantee that I was even going to have the money to be able to get food past that point. So I had hoped and thought that I would have garnered enough support to be okay, but it didn't work out like that. So it was just simply a safety issue. It was our survival at risk. The boys never even really got that cold. I couldn't believe it. They acclimated very, very well. Their coats came in very well. They had a nice fat layer on them, so they stayed nice and warm. And they knew if we weren't moving, stay in bed and relax. But I probably could have continued, but the risks were just too much. I couldn't risk, you know, being 200 miles away and I have no money, no way to get food, and at that point, running out of dog food, I would have been at a severe risk, and with no guarantees, I couldn't keep going. That was the problem. If I was able to build up my Patreon and if I had like 50 patrons and I had that coming each month, that would have been enough. But with five and then having the hope for donations, which there was some days when I was on here trying to get donations for supplies and I'd get a couple $100 or 80 something bucks. And then there's other days where I literally got nothing. So it's like I couldn't go, be way out there knowing I don't have enough supplies to continue moving forward, so I have to wait and try to get supplies, and then I'm trying to get donations and none come through, and then we're screwed. So it's like that risk was just way too much. Yeah, don't need to be way out and no one able to help you. And part of it was we were trying to get south before winter hit here, but also it was the world's largest pizza party and everything. But Eric kind of flipped the script on me. He's not doing the one in Georgia. He already did the one in New York City, and now the one he's doing, the world's largest pizza party, is going to be in LA. And I'm just like, A, there's no way I'm making it to LA by January. So that whole thing got scrapped, and part of it was out of my control. Actually, a lot of it was, but we also wasted a lot of time. So I kind of feel, shitty, but it is what it is. And this fire just does not want to cooperate with me. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. On a chunk of property that I'm building a bushcraft shelter cabin on. It's not going to be for the whole winter, but just long enough that the wife and I can work up some funds, find a piece of property. I'm just going to find a piece of property that I can rent, build a cabin on it, share that series with you guys, and get supplies and a vehicle and save up some money and start my ultra through hike. Still planning on doing that. More and more people are getting into the really long hikes, but nobody has talked about or thought of my ultra through hike yet. So I'm hoping I can still be able to do that and be the first one to complete that. I want my name on the list, and it's the only name on the list. I just got reminded of one of my favorite GTA 5 quotes. No, you didn't miss anything. I don't think so. Silver Serpent was asking about, or we were talking about the hike, and he was asking about the temp and talking about natives and stuff like that. So no, I don't think you missed anything. What has sucked lately? Being sick or being outside being sick or I've also been dealing with a little bit of depression. Um, I've kind of gotten really demoralized because I had to quit my hike. And of course, not being able to make it to the world's largest pizza party because Eric switched shit up and now he's. It was supposed to be like January something that he was in New York and we were still going to try to make that one, but then he releases a video saying that he already did it. And I'm like, wait, what? What the fuck, man? You said January. It was like January 16th. So unless someone wants to buy me a plane ticket to be able to go down to LA in January 28th or some shit. Oh yeah, we've had freezing rain. I had hail, sleet and hail come down, and spent multiple nights in the teens. And it's like not a lot has changed. I'm still out. Still haven't spent a single night inside. Um, since we left the cabin in April. I mean, it was like April 12th. We still had snow. Oh, like I said, we got 3 to 8 inches coming tomorrow. I'm actually kind of excited for that. Yeah, Pat, I know you've been dealing with a bit of stuff over there too. I appreciate that, bro. Honestly, though, it's just conditioning. I stayed out here. I've been outside all year, so I dealt with the heat, and then it gradually dipped into the chill, and now it's in the cold. So my body has been able to adjust. Uh, it actually gets really bad if I sit in someone's car and they got the heat on too much, and I get too warm. My body's like, wait, what's this shit? I'm not used to warmth. What the fuck, man? It gets hard for me to breathe. And then I step out, and my body's like, oh, thank God. Whew, cold. I actually don't like being inside anymore. I just don't. I love being outside. Whenever I go inside, like inside a store or inside someone's house and something like that, it's stuffy. I feel very enclosed. Like, I just sort of feel weird. I kind of imagine it's what like an outdoor dog feels like when they go inside. They're like, wait, what's this shit? Floor? What's that? What's carpet? And sitting in a chair or sitting in a car seat, like, no, not even. Like, shit. I've been sitting on the ground or not sitting this whole time. I haven't sat in a chair like on a regular basis in so long that even for a few minutes, I get like cramps. I do the old man walk when I stand up. I'm still in the seated position. I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh. Really missed going live. Missed hanging out with you guys. Oh yeah, my dogs love it in the cold too. A gypsy wagon? That'd be fun. The only thing about the gypsy wagon though is it's hard to have a fire inside. Like with the cabin, the little small cabin, I could have made a little fireplace or whatever and a chimney and all that. But a gypsy wagon, I would need a little wood stove. Probably being that small would be fine with a uh, like a hiking hot tent wood stove kind of thing, one of the little small ones. But I actually got an offer today to stay at a buddy's house, and I was like, bro, my dogs are outside dogs. They would not know what the fuck to do with a house. They barely handled the cabin. And the cabin wasn't that far off from being outside. Not to mention he's got a little kid, and my boys don't like kids. Like, they're not mean to him, but they just don't like him. I don't get it. They don't like loud yelling or screeching and whining. They hate it. So it's like they wouldn't be able to deal with a young kid like that. What's going on, Greg? Ah, all right, Pat, I got you. Just hanging out at the Bushcraft shelter, having a fire. Well, having a coal. This thing is just struggling with me. Oh, cool. I like the wood stoves that you can see the fire in. Obviously, I love fire. Tin Man, how's it going? I think I know what you're talking about with the Ben Franklin stove. I think that might be just a bit too big for a small cabin like that. Like I said, one of those small hiking ones would probably be fine. And much cheaper. There we go. Might actually have some action going on now. About freaking time. Had a beautiful fire going, and I start my live, and it's like, nah, I'm good. Let there be light. Literally, if I didn't name my channel The Modern Native, it was probably going to be Fire God. It's actually my nickname in more than a couple of places. That's the half wall. It's a heat reflector to be able to throw the heat back at me. It's just been charred up a bit. And I mean, my bushcraft shelter isn't that far off from a cabin. Thanks, bro. Hopefully it's actually going now. The smolder is great to make it last all night, but I needed it to throw more heat. Can feel the chill sitting around. And I would turn the camera around so you guys can see me and I can talk to you and everything, but I didn't want the headlamp sitting in my face all night. It kills my night vision. So if I step away from the shelter, I'm totally blind. No foxes. Had coy dogs last night. Nice big pack. Maybe about 100 yards or so away from us, and they must have got a deer or something because they were hooting and hollering, having a good old time. Now, do you have coy dogs or coyotes or both? Because we have both, but what's been around here recently has been coy dogs. Not a lot of people understand what the difference is, but obviously everybody knows what coyotes are. But coy dogs are actually domesticated dogs that were released and they went feral, and they form up packs. And sometimes they'll join coyote packs or breed with coyotes and have mixed breeds. But uh, coy dogs are exceptionally dangerous because could you guys hear that? Speak of the devils. I hope you guys can hear that. Hey, Big Ed, can you guys hear the coyotes in the background? I wish you guys could hear that. They're literally like maybe 200 yards to my north. That's a big mix pack. Doing pretty good. But a coyote grabbed a girl the other day. You saw on the news. Dude threw a water bottle at it. That's a ballsy coyote. But yeah, they're going nuts right now. Just over there. Yeah, that's a mix pack. I can tell because you hear the normal dog sounds that the coy dogs make, and then you can hear the howling from the coyotes. It's crazy. Oh yeah, but like I was saying earlier, coy dogs are exceptionally dangerous because they used to be domesticated, so they know people mean food. So lights, fire, people, they know it means food, so they come towards it. Usually coyotes will avoid lights or fire. So I'm not surprised. But if I look that up on YouTube, I'm gonna run into like 100 different videos of coyotes grabbing people. They're active early tonight though. They normally aren't active until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, they weren't even 200 yards that way. My headlamp isn't strong enough to catch any eye shines either, so it's unfortunate. A driveway in a subdivision. I bet she had to be tested for rabies. That definitely sounds like a rabid coyote. Yeah, last night after they were getting whatever they got, that was an early hunting party. They heard a couple of them come up close. I had to do my big cough, scare them away. But that's easily like 15 dogs. It's a decent sized pack. Biggest pack we had out here was 36 out in Mayfield. It was there's a campground right out there, and people from the city come out to the country. They get a dog for the summer, and then uh, when it's time to go back to the city, they end up just releasing them, and they go feral. So we had a pack of 36. A bunch of people got together and kind of had a hunting party one time to try to wipe them out because they were starting to take down cows. So, yeah. enough was enough. Farmer was paying $50 a head. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I avoid the city. And Pat, I like hearing them too, but I don't like hearing them that close, especially because I know how the coys are. I've been chased down by a pack before. I was shit, I was 7, maybe 8. Me too, big Ed. I was 7, maybe 8, and I was out having a fire in my backyard, and I had a flashlight next to me because my mom taught me to pull up and do the eye shine check the woods, because how bad coy dogs were. And I had my dog. He was chained to his tree, and he was a big Roddy Shepherd mix, and we called him the Hellhound because this dog could not die. He got hit by an 18-wheeler, uh, my mom's Blazer, like 4 times. He actually got hit by the 18-wheeler twice. Uh, the undercover cop car, the undercover cop lived nearby us. He hit him twice. He ate 3 pounds of chocolate in a sitting. Like, I definitely need a gun, but I need a handgun permit out here, and that's a fucking process. New York is stupid. Um, but anyway, I was out having that fire, and it had been a little bit because I was just so focused on the fire, I wasn't paying attention, and my dog just went stiff, and the his heckles were standing on end, and he was just staring past me, and I looked at him, and I was like, oh no. Picked up the flashlight, and I looked, and I had 6 eye shines shining back at me. I fucking booked it into the house. Had to run around the corner of the house and dove in through the screen door because the bottom part was missing, and kicked the door shut. As I was running, before I got inside, heard this snapping sound and had no idea what it was. My dog was chained with the quote unquote unbreakable red coated wire, and he snapped that shit and was fighting the coys. And when my mom, my sister, and I went back outside, he was just covered in blood. He was just coated. He comes trotting up to us, big old smile on his face, just totally covered. We got him cleaned up, and he didn't even have a scratch on him, but there was dog pieces all over the place because he tore him up. That thing was a beast. Ugh, missed that dog. But yeah, I've got 2 dogs, Monstar and Creature. Creature's my baby boy. He's he just turned 2 this year, and he is a Shepherd Husky mix. He's the black and white one. And Monstar is the wife's dog, and he is a Husky Shepherd Pit Boxer mix, and that's the brindle colored sweet baby boy. And he's going to be 6 in March. But that was just a crazy experience having those dogs chase me. Ugh, my coffee went cold. Oh, so am I. I love dogs. I like cats, but I prefer dogs. And my boys are just, I know everybody says it, but my boys are just the sweetest dogs I've ever met. They're so lovey and so much personality. It's nuts. I've never had dogs that acted like this before. Oh, they're cuddled up together. They look so cute. Oh, I was trying to do it so I didn't disturb you. Just sweet boys. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. They were cuddled up together. It was so cute. I had to show you guys that. Oh, they ruin it because they pick their heads up. I was just getting the dad. Get the fucking white out of my face. I'll be back. I have to go water a tree. Ooh, there we go. Oh. It's only 22 right now. That's sad, though, about your Jake. Made it to 14, though. Especially a lab rowdy mix. Yeah, it's 22 right now. It'll get down below 20 tonight. We have 3 to 8 inches coming tomorrow. But where are you at, Big Ed? I'm in upstate New York. If you're 24, you're probably not far off. Yeah, I'm in Fulton County. There we go. Oh, Vermont, not bad. See, that's what I've been needing. Wow, fire's finally big enough it's not all in frame. Wish there was a way to mess with the zoom on here. My phone has so many features with its camera, but through the StreamYard link, it's... Yeah, not far off. Vermont Derek, metal detecting channel? I don't know. Like, I've run into so many channels, it's sometimes hard to keep them straight. Mm, 2 hours in, it says we got 4 hanging out. So it's Pat, Big Ed, Silver Serpent. Who's the third? Or the fourth, I should say. Alrighty, Pat, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. You can send me a message and let me know what you're talking about with the gypsy wagon. Oh, yeah, Pat is my own my own personal super fan. He's been around since I was at 45, and he was my first Patreon, my first patron on Patreon, and he's been a real big supporter of mine from the beginning. Oh yeah, maybe Greg's still here. Yeah, Greg the handyman. He's actually a local. He's someone I've met in person. He's a good dude too. I've met a lot of great people through my YouTube. And actually, I met him through my YouTube, separately through a Facebook group. We got connected on Messenger and actually talked and met up. And then I realized that he was actually the dude who was talking to me on YouTube. I met a lot of awesome people on the trail too. So I will do a thank you to my patrons. I just mentioned it. Farmer Jack, Cynthia, D-Man50, Pat, and one anonymous. I really can't do this without you guys. I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate all the support and all the help that each of you have given me. And you guys are awesome. Definitely appreciate everyone who has donated. It's been few and far between recently, but I definitely do appreciate everybody who has. It's definitely helped us out quite a bit. It's paid for my phone. It's gotten me food. And helped us out of a jam a couple of times when things have gotten rough. Pat will like this. For my replay champions, if you've made it this far on the replay and you've been watching and paying attention, I'm going to have my code word be blowhard. 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 Because Pat made a joke about me blowing on the fire. So, you watch yourself. But for my replay champions, go ahead and put that down into the comment section underneath this video. Let me know that you pay attention and watch all my videos all the way, even on the replay. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and I will be having something special for y'all soon. I've been saying that for a long time, but you know, it's in the works. And as always, donations are accepted through my Cash App, TheModernNative, my PayPal at TheModernNative. You too, Ed. I'm gonna be hanging out for a little bit longer. The wife just got off of work, but she'll be getting changed and getting ready to come over and hang out with me. I know it sounded like I was ending it, but I always do that before I end it, so that way the real replay champions catch it. So I know some people will just start a video, skip through, and if it's at some random weird number like 4 or 5 minutes before I end, or 10, 15 minutes before I end, or whatever, it throws it off, so people can't just steal the code word and call themselves replay champions. Well, the wife's been spending spending the night with me. Most nights actually, unless she has to do something super early in the morning, and she doesn't want to wake up in the cold. She'll stay the night with her friend, but otherwise she spends it with me. She's a trooper. I gotta give it to her. Not many women would handle this kind of lifestyle like that. Yeah, I'm happy that she's not that far and she can come and hang out. So if it gets too cold and she can't handle it, she can go inside, and if not, she can stay with me. So it works. Excuse me. My biggest thing I've been struggling with right now is actually having stuff to drink. The water source isn't really that great for drinking, but it works for cooking, making coffee, and stuff like that. Stuff where I'm gonna have to heat up the water, but not great for a lot else. Oh yeah, we were apart for 12 days, and that was the longest we'd been apart in a while. It wasn't easy. She was able to come up and visit me, but uh, it was rough. I was surprised how bored I was. Like, it was just a lot of boredom. That's why I ended up sleeping so much, just to try and stay warm. And yeah, the raisin hooch actually came out pretty good. It it brewed pretty fast. It was decently strong. Got a nice buzz from it. The fermented tea, one batch came out pretty good. It's because I added lemon to it. The other one, it was all right, but it wasn't that great. If I do another fermented drink, it's going to be harder to make because I'm going to have to keep it near the fire to keep it warm, but not let it get too warm so it doesn't kill off the yeast. That was the other problem with the tea. It kept getting too cold, and then it froze into the pot that it was sitting in. I had it in a pot of water to try to keep it warm. Had it next to the fire, so it was in the pot of water, so it didn't melt the bottles. But the fire went out, and then it froze. So it's actually been my biggest struggle right now is all the water freezing on me. Actually, everything freezing on me. I cracked open a soda this morning, and the carbonation broke, and it froze. Oh yeah, blackberry wine will do that. I love blackberry brandy though. Oh, it's delicious. I like when it's thick, almost like syrup. Really? I barely touched you. Oh. You know, people think I joke when I say I'm fireproof, but just watch me mess with a fire and how many times I pick up a red hot coal. There we go. But I have nerve damage in my hands. I can't. I can't feel heat. No, I actually kind of have nerve damage all over the place. But you don't want to burn as a cabin. But burn you as a. And people think it's a joke or an exaggeration when I say that I'm fireproof and I can't feel heat. But a few years ago, actually, when I was in Washington, I was drinking and I wasn't paying attention, and I actually put a cigarette out in the palm of my hand, and I didn't realize it, and I had a freaking burn mark where I snuffed it out. Somebody was like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" I was like, "Man, I didn't even notice." Ooh, 20 gallons of blackberry wine. Oh, sounds like a good weekend. See, there we go. Well, it says I got 0 now. You still here, Silver Serpent? That's weird. Oh. Oh, nice. Smoke one for me. I'm not big on fish. I'm really just not. I like salmon. That's about it. Eesh, my one foot is really, really cold. My toe is a little numb. So not bad for my first live back. Oh yeah, we've got a ton of trout. There's even trout in the creek nearby. Yeah, I'm not far from Lake George, and there's a bunch of people call them Lakers, lake trout. A big ass trout. People always be ice fishing for them. What I really want to catch is I want to catch a pike. That's my dream fish, is a northern pike. Oh yeah. Between fish and deer. Yeah, got plenty of food. And bear and beaver. Jesus. Appreciate you sticking around and hanging out there, Silver Serpent. Keeps me from talking to myself. Sound like I'm insane. Says we got two hanging out though. Someone else joined in. Who be you? Oh yeah, especially on the Mohawk and the Hudson. The French would come down the St. Lawrence. The French and the Dutch. It's actually part of the reason we had a lot of warring times, because the French and the Dutch brought the Huron tribe down, and they were at odds with the Mohawks. And they had a big issue, which is funny. Two of my tribes are warring tribes. I'm Mohawk and Huron. Yeah, I know, it's all silver serpents. Sprinkled with a few other people here and there. Yeah, I don't care. If I've got one person hanging out, commenting, talking, having a good time, that's all I care about. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do when I get to the point where I've got like 100 people in here and they're all commenting, and I'm just like, I can't keep up with shit, man. I'm 5 minutes behind. They're straight up bricktastic. Says it's not getting any colder right now, but it sort of feels like it. Excuse me. Still says 22. I don't believe it. Yeah, I know, right? I swear one of these times I'm just going to do something like proving I'm fireproof. And I'll just sit here and play with the fire and show people I can pick up a hot coal in my hand and be like, yeah, so what? And toss it on the fire. Because I can. If you were paying attention, I just did it more than a few times. Those were hot coals I was picking up and readjusting. Then watch YouTube flag me for dangerous behavior. It's not dangerous. I'm in full control, and I'm fireproof. Educational purposes. But see, it's not even about, like, with me, it's not even about grabbing it fast and tossing it up. I was literally just picking it up, holding it, and moving it over because I can't feel that heat in my hands, and my hands are so callous they don't actually burn like that anymore. You're definitely my crazy idea guy, though. That's what I'm going to call you. You always come up with the crazy ideas. The whole jumping into the lake thing, though, didn't work. Need a disclaimer saying, don't do what I do, you might not do it right. I love it. That's so funny. It's so true, though. Oh, that looks wrong. I just texted the wife and said, gotta end my life instead of gotta end my live. Oh my jeez. That was bad. I've gotta end my life. Alrighty. We're at 2.5 hours. Had a lot of fun. Silver Serpent, I know you're still hanging out. I don't know who the other one is. They haven't said anything, so hi, whoever it is. But hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me by the fire. Thank you to all my replay champions who've been hanging out. Actually, I think I know what one you're talking about. He just chucked it and it right into the goal. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed the fire at the Bushcraft camp. Wish you guys could have heard the coyotes. Really, like, you got to figure out the timestamp for that. Go back and turn that shit all the way up. Because I turned my mic up. And see if you can hear it. But I will, bro. I'll stay warm. You have a good night. You have a good one. Stay safe out there. But yeah, remember, until next time, get out there, be a native, and go beast.